Hey guys, I'm Chris, and I'm here with DemEyesRed, the legend himself.
Hi there.
And today we're going to be casting an arena game vs Matthias, Melkor as he's also known, and Stefan. Stefan, of course, being a very good arena player. Melkor being a good both Arabia and arena player, but he does play a lot of arena. So the sim matchup here is Ethiopians and Saracens. And, you know, it's generally kind of a decent matchup. You got the Civ for the smush, but also you got the Civ for the very good expos vs it. So who knows what we're really going to expect here. So you ready to play?
Yep.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Right. So why don't you introduce Stefan's map?
Alright then. So on the right hand side, top right hand side of the map, we got Stefan playing as the Almighty Saracens. And looking at his map there, we can first of all spot a nice gold there. First gold back there in his base.
Oh yeah, very.
Yeah, so quite convenient there considering the position. But other than that, he has his first stone in the front, kinda. I mean, close to the front wall there. Worse than that is his second stone, of course, which is outside basically. He has a second gold, also really, I mean, it's attached to the wall there in the front. So basically not a good position there. Third gold outside, so that's that. I mean, he has his gold in the back, that's okay, right? With this stone, he gotta work his way somehow in order to secure that area somehow. But the most important thing at the moment is that also his war is outside, which is a reason for him to delete one wall there. And we'll see how he will manage to lure that one in. That's it basically for his map.
Yeah, also the I do like the back gold in the back area of his map though. He does have a reasonable sized back area. That's
true.
no homo. So anyway, looking at Melkor's map, we have a semi-reasonable main gold. It's pretty far back. If Saracen player does smash and come in via near the stone, we could see some things here. Because the two stones are actually still quite close together. If he attacks near any of these, then the other one will be denied, especially if we see a smush. So those are not good stones. His gold is then kind of a little bit in danger. But it's safe enough. I would consider it decent. Oh god, I just looked at Melkor and it just said the two split sheep.
Yeah, but I was just trying to...
That just hurt me inside right there.
Yeah, me as well. I had to keep my mouth shut there as well. Just jumping in here for a second, I've not mentioned the third gold of Stefan actually being inside of his base, right? On the very right-hand side
yeah,
of
it's
his base.
next to stone. That's what I was talking about when I said it's nice he's got the backstone.
Oh no, I'm going back to Stefan here for a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean. The 3 tile gold in the back.
Well, that's the gold, okay, because you said so. All good, alright then.
As for Melkor, Melkor it doesn't have the same luck with the golds. He does have the luck with the backstone though. A little bit kind of useful actually, especially as Ethiopians. He might want to pressure forward, you know. Maybe castles. He doesn't want to go hotels. It's just proven not to be great with Ethiopians to just go mash hotels or anything.
No, that's for sure.
But,
also,
you know,
yeah,
it's nice he does have the stone, but the deer are nice.
Yeah, that was one point, that the deer are nice, and it's not the same for Stefan because his deer are basically outside, which will be quite tough to lure him in. It's possible, it's nothing impossible. But
especially because Stefan is Saracens, he doesn't have the eco bonuses, so he could really use the extra resources if he could get them. So we'll see what happens. As for Melkor, you know, he had the nice bad board, he's got this one on the side, nothing outside, he's got these deer. They're not in the greatest position, they're probably as far as they could be, to be honest. But, you know, there's a little bit of a curve in the wood line, nothing really in the way to push them. So,
true.
I don't like his options for wood lines. He's kind of got right where his gold is, and then he has to venture quite far off to the right to get a half decent wood line. So I would say his map is not great. I think Stefan definitely has by far the better map. Especially since Stefan does technically still have the safer stones. Melkor has scoured his backstone though.
I'm just looking at the comparison here, but you're right. Stefan's map actually way more convenient there. Also his first stone, it's not as close to the wall as for Matthias there. Therefore, you're right actually with that claim. I would say so. What about the relics, though? What would you say? Positioning there?
I just noticed something quick. Melkor is behind the villager, or at least half a villager. Yeah, it's a reasonable bit of idle time somewhere. Don't really know what that is, though. I also don't know how to get back to civilization on the spectator overlay. Oh, there we are. Oh, so Stefan is going to push his deer. He does have a sheep in the gate.
Right.
So relics. 2 immediately next to Melkor, quite safe. Third one towards the bottom right of the bottommost relic. That's also reasonably close. And Stefan doesn't have the same luck. The 2 closest to Stefan are actually still a decent bit of distance away.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna have to see what builds these guys go for.
Yeah, what do you say? What kind of options do they have? Starting with Matthias, he has the Ethiopians. What do you think he could go for?
It's Melkor, so I know he's gonna go for her.
Okay.
He always goes scouts into semi-boom plus pressure. Unless someone makes something to combat the scouts, then he goes Lycav. And that is just guaranteed every game. If we see it here, I will just no. Stefan clicked up 27 pop. Melkor a little bit behind in Vil counts, but he's making a mistake. He's going on to gold with Ethiopians, which you don't need to do because they get the free 100 gold when they're up.
Right. That's for sure.
I think maybe he's doing it because he plans to make gold units. Like maybe he wants to go like having to, you know, Mangonel push or something. Maybe he just, you know, use the rest as a bonus, but he still needs to go in gold anyway. He is 28 plus 2, which is quite common for him. If you look at his wood count, you could also tell that he's probably going to go scouts. He needs to build the barracks first. What do you think Stefan's going to do?
Good question there. I mean, with the Saracens, there are quite some options. I'm just asking you right there. Do you think it could be possible that he goes for a smush somehow? It's an option.
He is going for scouts. He build his Rex. Unless he's going for... He's not up fast enough to do archers. Like Siege Tower Expo or whatever. There we go, stable. I don't think Saracen Scouts vs Ethiopian Scouts are going to be great here, because Ethiopians just have the better eco to ride off it and then just boom in Castle Age.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look at that one villager going to stone.
Right, interesting.
He's going to collect some stone to then rebuild the tile of the wall, and then still have the stone for 2 TCs. So we're going to see scouts into a boom from Stefan.
Good observation there. Right, he doesn't build a gold stone mining camp there. Therefore, just this villager will just go back home, and then he'll have enough to close that hole for sure. He's struggling to get that deer in, though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's still got 2 living deer, and I think he's just given up. So he only got 2 in because he started with 4, I believe. Melkor had 4 definitely. Melkor going ham on the amount of food. Quickly looking at their economy numbers, Stefan has 15 lumberjacks. And Melkor only has 12. So Melkor won't be able to afford 2 TCs. If he wants to get a monastery to get the relics, then he's really going to be behind in the boom. He might add 1 TC right away. Don't really see where he's going to add the TC though, unless he wants to build it forward on the stone. But
yeah, I'm looking as well. It could be a tough one. I mean, he could also go for the gold in the back there, but that wouldn't make too much sense if he goes for only a 2nd TC there. Not sure. But the way he builds his wall there, this building wall, actually excludes the argument of building TC in the front, right?
Yeah, because I think maybe he is just planning on using his backstone if he needs it under pressure. So he's probably going for non-castle based options. Commonly is Orb.
Okay.
But with Melkor he's probably going to go Maybe he wants to go crossbow and Castle Age?
Could be. Why not?
So let's see what TC's players are dropping. From Melkor, we're seeing a town centre and a monastery. What are you seeing from Stefan? Ooh. Take a look in Stefan's stable.
Let me see there for a second. There we go, we got camels there. Good way, actually. I mean, he lost that scout war in the beginning there. A couple of minutes ago there, he lost his scouts against 2 scouts from Melkor. Now he's up there with 2 camels. Actually, a good decision now. He'll be able to get rid of the scouts, which then would mean that he would gain kind of control over the map, especially considering the his point of view on getting control of the map in the middle.
The problem here is I don't see Stefan making scouts, so how's he going to combat monks when they are going for the relics and he just gets his camels converted?
That's for sure, He needs to pay extra attention there, otherwise he'll lose them.
He's still not making any. Also, Melkor adds in a camel of his own. And that definitely beefs up his army to just quickly take out Stefan's light cav while he goes to get the relics with his own camels. Stefan though adding a 3rd TC now. Melkor still 3 on gold, adding his 3rd TC now as well. So he's not planning on making much in the way of gold units. Oh, researching light calf. That's when you know you're. I called it.
Yeah, you did. Indeed. Oh my.
So we're seeing 2 relics coming in now from Melkor. And Stefan's monk and camels are on the other side of the base where there's no relics on that side of the map. So I don't see Stefan making anything else as well from his stable or monastery or barracks to try and get the relics on the right side. So I think we might see all relics coming in from Melkor here.
Could be, that's for sure.
Oh, Stefan getting housed. Stefan's going to probably come ahead in villager population here. He got his TC up earlier. Does Melkor have wheelbarrow? As much of a meme as it is, you know. Oh, he does.
Sure. Does he? Alright.
Yeah, just select farmer and see if they hold more than 10.
Oh yeah, makes sense. True. Good observation.
As for Stefan, Stefan doesn't have a wheelbarrow.
No, he doesn't yet.
He's getting it now, so his villager lead is going to drop by 3 villas. Yeah, so they're actually quite equal on the boom. Despite Melkor having a little bit in the way of military just to get those relics. This is actually looking like a very good position for him. Stefan is going to late game though, and you gotta remember Saracens in late game are just really unbelievably strong.
Why would you say so?
Their tech tree is just unbelievable.
And then how far are they then in an advantage in comparison with the Ethiopians?
The problem is the Ethiopians have somewhat similar options. For example, they've got better siege archer and they've also got a better boom to it. So I think that's probably the kind of thing Melkor wants to look for, you know, get Onager quick, get siege engineers quick. And what I'm thinking is if Stefan is up very fast, then he could probably go Onagers, because he is just straight up expecting our blast.
Yeah.
And Melkor making a small mistake there, converting a villager. It does a bit of damage, but that means that those 3 camels from Stefan can then just come out and kill the white calves, because the monk has their old fate. So.
Right.
Yeah, I think the only option Saracens really have here would be if he wanted to go for elite skirms. But he's getting the mangonel out now to stop himself being pushed, so he probably wants to get Onager.
Just following everything that is happening at the moment, so Stefan will be going out now with his mangonel, camels and monks.
Stefan is having camels. He hasn't got bloodlines yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or any upgrades really.
Yeah, hardly any.
He is over-investing in camels though. Like, sure it is army, but like he knows Melkor's got at least a few monks in the field. And he only made a few light calves, so there's not much the camels can really do here.
So would you just recommend going for scouts in this case?
I would recommend that Stefan just didn't make army. If he wanted to do anything, he could just make something like... any of the Arbalast counters that he's expecting, to be honest. I think overall the plan in the end would be something like Mamluks.
Right.
His stone counter is actually looking that way. He's actually going for the second stone now, as well as the first, so... I think he's probably trying to buy time to Mams, because when you got Mamluks and just some onagers, there's not too much Ethiopians can do unless they get the really expensive tech in the castle. Was it torsion engines for the as well as getting siege onager, so...
I see. That would be one way to do it, actually.
Saracens do still have quite a big advantage over that, because they've got the full monk tech tree, and Ethiopians have no redemption, so
yeah, really
if they both made siege onagers to counter each other, Ethiopians had the better ones, but they could be converted, whereas Stefan's couldn't. Yeah, I think maybe he wants to go Arbram, but he's probably going to have some trouble if Stefan does get some quite solid onagers up and running.
Yeah, question is, will he go for that? Because at the moment, I mean, he's creating more mangonels there. We can see it in the siege workshop. So probably it could be taking place. Both are actually on their way to Imperial Age here. And what do you think is going to happen after that one, once they hit Imp? What is probably going to change here? Speaking of Melkor there, who is being pressured there for a little bit now.
I don't know what Melkor is going to do at the moment, because he hasn't got a siege workshop.
Right.
And he's researching chemistry, so we can't see what he's adding, so... Arbalasts are going to be really strong here though. They're going to like massacre the camels, because they're much faster firing.
Right. How much was it? 15% faster or something?
20%, is it?
Wow, okay.
18%. I think it's one of those ones where it's like a certain amount faster, but it's like that's the reduction in speed, so it's...
yeah.
Works out some weird number. Not seeing what Stefan's going to do. Oh, when Stefan hit Imp. Yeah, this time Stefan hit Imp, he got onager right away. That's nice for him, but he hasn't got a bulk army. He wants to be making trebs. And he can't afford another castle yet, despite how much he has in stone. So he can't really go Mamluks right now. You can't just go full onager though. That's the thing. He needs like some actual meat in his army. And there's not an awful lot he could do right now. Chemistry coming in for Stefan. What is he planning to do with chemistry? Maybe skirms?
Could be.
Ethiopian ARBs are so good for this kind of thing though, because the faster firing just makes them snipe onagers so much easier.
True.
Like it's only 18%, but in reality it's like 50% more effective, because they could only get 2 shots in instead of 3, you know?
Did you just see that Melkor just got Loom there? Do you think that was good of him to go for Loom that late?
It was fine, because he really had the map control as soon as he started going forward when he had the expos.
Yeah.
He had enough expos when he left his base to build those forward ranges.
Right.
I think. This is Melkor, he never gets fucking Loom, so... Oh, I'm pretty sure those camels take more damage than the Arbalasts from the onager there.
Yeah, that's not the first time that this happens in this matchup here. Just thinking the same.
Yeah, it's happening again. Stefan is doing so much damage to his own.
Oh man.
Even lost the camel conversion. Melkor with the mass orbs. These camels here can actually be a slight problem because Melkor has literally nothing to deal with them, with those gold miners and stone miners right there. Quick review of resources. Stefan is flowing a decent bit of stone, now he's got 2 castles up.
Yep.
A little bit casualty, the Arbs have been doing a bit of raiding. I don't know about you, but I sort of feel in Stefan's position, like if you turn on Fog of War and take a look,
Yeah.
you must feel pretty boxed in right now.
Somehow, yeah, the way he places the castles as well. I mean, he's just making sure that his resources are safe, right?
He has very little scouting at the front. He doesn't know about, for example, one of the ranges. He doesn't really know what Melkor's on, which I don't think is that many ranges.
Just 4, right? Was it 4 or 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stefan not getting that gold on the right side. He lost 2 hundreds to the castle. So he's got to fight from the right, he also has to fight from the left, and he knows the front is completely out of bounds. There's actually not that many resources on the open map. Aside from the ones Melkor's taking the extras on the left. The
Right.
only extra resource I could really see is the extra gold on the very right of the map.
So, what would you say about Stefan's second castle down the right-hand side that he put inside of his base? Do you think it would have made more sense if you just put that one outside in order to secure both golds there?
He would probably want to go Mamluk Slayer again, or just mass
Okay.
trebs, so I think it's better he keeps it alive. As you can see, there are dead vills, so there was a bit of arb raiding around here, so the castle was probably better there, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't have map control, so you can't really afford to do anything. He's getting Bracer now, and he already has Chemistry, so his skirms are decent. They haven't got any armor yet, though. Melkor's already full of roots on his orbs.
Yeah.
Oh, Melkor's getting onto himself at the same time he's attacking from the right side. Stefan has siege engineers. Oh! Look at the siege for Melkor.
Let me see. Wow.
So you can see the combo for Melkor is going for is the siege rounds and Arbalest. And right now I don't see how Stefan can fight that.
Yeah, he's being pressured really hard there.
And building a pretty doubt castle in the front of his base.
Yep. Oh wow.
And Marty Boy not noticing. If that Ondra goes down though, those villagers are going to die and rip that castle. Oh, look at the Melkor micro on those Arbalasts.
Yep. I like it, I really love it. The way he deals with all the units.
That castle is going nowhere.
Wow, like snipers, those Arbalists. Really impressive.
And look on the left side, siege round push is now coming.
Oh yeah, true. So many. So fast.
If Stefan had army right now, which he's only got 9 of, if he had it towards the right side of his base, he would need it to defend the attack coming in. So the siege rams just can't be dealt with, even if there's exactly 0 army on that side of the map, other than siege rams from Melkor. It's nice Stefan can do.
True.
If maybe he had like 6 onagers, it would be a different story, but he doesn't, so...
So you actually don't see any more hope for Stefan here at the moment?
He needs other units, really, and he needs more onagers.
What kind of units would you expect then to be able to fight this one off? Even if it's too late now.
Honestly, I would really just say mass onager, and then just like some form of meat shield. You know, the skirms do okay-ish, but you probably want something a bit more melee. Like, I would even go pikemen, but that's just me. Because I always, even if I only have pikemen, I will always make pikemen just to pad out army if I just overboom a little bit, so then I can afford to do that.
Yeah.
I think the skirms are working fine, and then he can make a switch since he's already got chemistry in case we saw something coming from Melkor to take out the skirms. Yeah, I think the one thing Melkor can't do is make siege onager, so that's the only thing really riding in Sara's favour at the moment.
I see.
I think Stefan probably more than definitely overinvested in the camels.
True. Yeah, that's for sure. Didn't have so much impact, unfortunately.
Take a look on the right side of the map. Still not much there. Stefan's taking the extra gold, you know, and Melkor's taking his second goal. Yeah. Oh, GG called when Siege Onager comes in.
Well, that's that.
I think, I think the camels was just an overinvestment.
For sure, you're right with that one, because they didn't have so much of an impact, right? He went for that for a couple of scouts there, even though it was not that efficient because of the monks then. You're actually right with that.
I think if he had 2 camels, then his boom would have been so much better. And then he would have been in a position to get earlier onagers, which definitely would have stopped the Arbalas from ever really massing.
That could be that. Was maybe one of the key moments then this game, for sure.
I just realized that Melkor overchopped.
Did he? Oh yeah, heavily on the right hand side.
Like 5 tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been just if you're going to be behind an army, you might as well be ahead in economy, so you could be ahead militarily later on, but... Saracens overall, if you aren't smushing, is not a very good civ. It's good if you do smush, but you have to really turtle the late game to get a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
and
that's for sure.
That's really where Melkor is a much stronger player, so...
Good stuff indeed. Like this game.
Let's take a look at the achievements.
Yep. Interesting stuff. 2 units converted. One of them was a villager, as far as I remember.
Yeah. So give us a quick overview of the military stats.
Alright, let's see about the military. So the KD, certainly in favor for Melkor there. Makes sense, of course.
It was the skirms that probably spawned that one.
You're right.
And also just all the fill pickoffs and that kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, we saw that, especially in the end, the Arbals did some really good job there with some good micro there, being able to kill off those skirms, also the onagers. Good stuff there. Yeah, buildings also being raised.
He was trading Arbalast cost effectively via skirms. That's just insane. So
yeah, that's for sure. That's really insane. Other than that, yeah, the largest army, of course, for Melkor, 55 to 26 here. Quite significant. Stefan not being able to mess up his army in no time.
A quick look at society stats though, 131 villager high and only being able to mass 22 army.
Yeah, right.
That, especially when a lot of it is skirms for a lot of the point. It's... Don't really know what he was thinking, because he was making the castles to go mams and he definitely had the eco to, but he didn't. Yeah,
in the end he didn't. Instead he went for the skirms, which made sense. Then in the very end he went for onagers. Yeah.
Do you think it's just because he didn't have the room to build a bunch of ranges to spam skirms?
Actually, I had the feeling that in the back of his base there was enough room to do so. So
he could have, but it takes quite a long time. It's a bit of distance. I think he really, maybe if he secured the right side of his map, maybe you're onto something if he completely gave up on the idea of ever going mams. If he did build a castle further out to the right,
yeah,
he definitely could have got himself some, prime positioning. He could have, siege there. He could like 10 ranges if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you observed it really well when you said, looking at the point of view of Stefan, he kind of felt pressured from all the sides, which made him stay in the box.
As soon as Melkor got that right side, that was it. I think a smart move there was Melkor building the castle there.
For sure.
Just not, obnoxiously close, but far enough back that he could definitely hold the position if you had to. He had the map control, so.
Right.
Next stats, kind of the usual. Melkor had quite a good boom though, especially his imp time for, going quite a bit in scouts, going for the relics and everything.
Yeah.
Especially getting all five. Getting all five was just...
good stuff indeed.
Actually, let's check that one. 3k relic gold.
That's insane.
And 5k gold ahead, so... Yeah, I think Stefan going camels without making scouts to actually, deny relics.
I mean, at the same time, he went for all of the stone on his on the left-hand side of his map, which also meant that he had less villages on gold to a certain degree. So maybe that also played a role. I mean, we understand why he went for the stone, but at the same time, he could have maybe used those villages on more gold. Then, not sure though.
Did he end the game floating stone because he collected nearly 3k, and he only made 2 castles and 1 doubt castle?
So basically, there was still some stone left, I assume. Let me return to the game. I'll just see at the very end there. Stefan had still 881 stone left in the end.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't think... Yeah, I think maybe if he did place it out the right side of his map, he might have had some decent room to do some stuff. His uptimes are better. Like, actually, no, that's... Did Stefan idle in Feudal Age by like 10 seconds?
Not even sure. I mean, you've mentioned that he was housed, but I guess that wasn't cast stage.
Yeah.
So
I'm just thinking because Melkor was like half a villager behind Stefan. Yet their uptimes are like pretty much 25 seconds apart, one villager creation time, even though Melkor went up with one more villager. So that means that Stefan must have idled in Feudal Age.
Somehow, yeah.
That's always fun. I don't like the 27 plus 2 scouts as much. It's fun, but actually that's probably why he didn't go scouts. He went up the stable, but then just chose not to make scouts because...
I mean, the camels were there, right?
Yeah, but it's just not something to just FC and go some camels and boom. Yes, the monks on the map, and then...
Yeah. True.
I'll see what happens, but yeah, Melkor plays that same strategy every game just so he could turtle to a late game. And it works out for him, so...
Yeah.
That's about everything I've got on that game. Do you have anything to add?
I'd say you've mentioned the perfect things there. So I say that's all.
Of course, let's pretend this is HD and let's look at the timeline as if that matters. Something happened here, something happened here. Just open your eyes and you'll know that. But yeah, I think that's this done. So thanks everyone for watching this absolute plebcast with the one and only legend, DemEyesRed, twitch.tv/DemEyeSellout. I mean, DemEyesRed.
Yes sir, that's me. Yeah, man,
link will be in the description as per obvious courtesy. So.
Of course. Good stuff, man.
Right, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Bye-bye.